Today marks an important milestone for our city. In precisely 2 weeks, the opening ceremonies for the Canada Winter Games will take place. The Canada Winter Games were awarded to Prince George in 2010, and the work got underway from that point on.
We're in 15, 16-hour-a-day modes right now, and it's exciting. It's been 5-6 years in the making, and here we are 2 weeks to go. We got some snow. We're all excited. The city's excited. So now it's just finalizing those last few details and getting ready. We have people starting to arrive next week, and the city will start to transform over the next few weeks. So here we are.
The Canada Winter Games has the entire community involved in one way or another. That community effort is the focus of a lecture tonight at UNBC, speaking to the impacts of such events on host communities, large and small.
History begins in Prince George!
It was the starting gun for the host community, preparing to welcome thousands of athletes and others. Major sporting events impact host communities on all different fronts, from economic to social, and those impacts are more acutely felt the smaller the community.
I view this as a tremendous opportunity for this community and the communities around it to experience a kind of community solidarity, a kind of can-do attitude that results from the fact that we all have to pull together to make this happen, and in that sense to develop civic pride.
Distinguished guests, community sponsors, and members of the UNBC community.
Emily Harrison's job is sustainability for the Games, finding ways to ensure the benefits of the Games stick around after everyone else has gone home.
So what have we learned from this experience? What have we taken away from this experience? How do we want to highlight that in the future through future sporting events? And how do we think about our city after an event like this has occurred, and how can we capitalize on that?
The budget for the Games is $45 million, and it's expected to generate $90 million for the local economy. Organizers say that too will have a legacy long after the Games.
The Sport Tourism Economic Assessment Model will be employed, and we will have UNBC students out there surveying. So if you're out in the public, please feel free to stop in and have a chat with them. So we will be trying to assess what the economic impact was. And of course, that is important because Prince George residents have been contributing to making this a reality.
But Dr. Hiller says the euphoria generated during the Games themselves is not sustainable into the future, and cites an example from his own experience after the Calgary Olympics.
It was such a marvelous event that they thought, you know what we're going to do every year now, we're going to have a winter festival at exactly the same time, and we're going to recreate what we had then. But it wasn't the same. And the reason why is there wasn't all these visitors and athletes and media and that had flooded the city before, that in itself helps transform the city.
He says the best thing a community can do when events like this happen is make it memorable long into the future for all the right reasons. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.